Hey guys, what's going on? So, it's the day after Christmas. It is Boxing Day. I don't know if y'all went out and enjoyed the Boxing Day festivity here in Toronto. The weather is crazy. It's absolutely crazy out there. So, I know there's not many people out here that be going out. Matter of fact, I don't know if anybody at all is going out Boxing Day shopping today, but I decided to come up and say what it do because it's been a hot minute. I did start a new thing where I'm doing my late night stuff because your girl don't really sleep throughout the night. My clock is a little backwards, so I'm like, why not? I usually do crafting, which I still do. I do my crafting during the AMs, but I'm like, for everybody that's out there that's up in the AMs, don't know what to do with yourself, don't really want to, be a part of any crafting or whatever the case is, why not tune in for a little chit chat, a little this and that? Sometimes be about business, sometimes just about life. Depends on, how the wind is blowing. And I do apologize for not showing my face today, but your girl's a little bit underneath the weather. My nose is swollen, my face is swollen. It's just not giving what it's supposed to be given today. So instead, y'all have my picture as a substitute. Okay, so y'all just kind of have to hold that and run with it for now. But I'm still here talking. Hey, special. I'll just here explaining why it is that it's not me up here and my picture's up here as substitution. Can you hear me? Very well. My face is all swollen and stuff. My nose is swollen. So sorry. Wish you a fast recovery. Me too, but I don't know what it is, but every single year, it never misses. Every single year, right after around this time exactly, this always happens. I don't know what it is. There's two things that always happen every single year. It's crazy, but my nose is swollen. It's been swollen for like 2 days now. 2 days now. And honestly, like, I was like, should I go live or not? But I thought, like, you know what? If I put up a picture and I put up my voice, then hopefully it won't make a difference to everybody. They really won't care. Yes, I can. And I heard everything. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I was saying I started a new segment in the AMs. We were just chatting about business and whatever it is that flow. This morning I went on for just a little bit. I was on for like 18 minutes, only because that's how long my silly phone would have allowed me to stay on before it started to act up, get overheated, and all these good stuff. I don't know when the next phone is gonna come because the weather is terrible outside. It's terrible. I was saying I don't even know if people went Boxing Day shopping. Did you go Boxing Day shopping? My daughter is unwell too, and I'm glammy. I'm on glammy duty. Right? I don't like that. I hate when everybody in the house is unwell and then it's like, it's up to you. But this time about, I'm the one that's unwell and I have to take care of myself because my kids, they're not even here. They're not even here, and I feel like my throat is getting sore too, but I hope that's just not the case. I hope it's just not the case, because oh man. But I was like, you know what, I'm gonna push out and make the effort to come on because it's been a hot minute, for one, other from my 2 a.m. session, and two, this good plan that I have with this prism is up tomorrow. I think tomorrow is the last day. I don't know if it means I could have another session tomorrow without the logo being on it, or if that's just that. If tomorrow's just that. Sorry. But yeah, I was like, let me come on and chit chat, see what's going on. Yes, I went the day before Christmas and Unboxing Day sales. Ooh, did you get really good deals? Is there really good deals where you are? Because I don't know if all over the world it's the same. Boxing Day just isn't what Boxing Day used to be. Like, there's pushing up the prices. I don't know if they're trying to reach heaven or what, and then they bring it all the way back down to HEL, and it's like, what is this? What is this? I'm getting everything for my channel to grow bigger, educating myself to grow wiser and better, girl. My lobster fingers is over here. We clocking it as you should. As you should. Yes, sis, but most online. I don't call it Boxing Day. Unboxing Day for me. As you should. Matter of fact, I feel like they need to change the name. It's just like when we were young. I don't know if you guys have like the dollar store up there, whatever, but here we have Dollarama, and we had the dollar store, and for the longest time it was literally Dollarama. Like everything was literally under $1. For the past few years it's been like $3, $4. Like, how do you, before when you went to Dollarama you get a whole bunch of stuff for like $20 and you're like, yes. Now you go to Dollarama, you get a few things and come out, you're spending like $200. And I feel like it's just because we're so used to it why nobody's like saying, you know what, forget it. Although I can't hold you, because dollar stores, they do have good products. Who that gorgeous girl on that screen? Hey, Chris. I have that up because I'm under the weather. My nose is swollen right now. My nose is swollen. It's not no dollar store or pound store anymore. Kiss my tea. Exactly. Hello, can you imagine? Y'all, thank you for coming in. Blessings. Exactly, them two damn teeth. For sure. I don't know how they're like that. Chris, we were talking about how while we're talking about Boxing Day for one, I was saying that I don't think nobody here in Toronto went Boxing Day shopping, only because the way how the weather has us dragging. So I don't know if anybody's so brave. Like, if they're so brave to go Boxing Day shopping for the not so great prices that they have going on, I'm sure of it, then kudos to you. Y'all don't come for me if y'all hear this. Yeah, almost everyone is sick now. I stay in my bubble, lol, as you should. And I don't even know how I got sick, because I'm in my house. Like, I am in my house, and it's not even cold in here or anything like that. Oh my gosh, yeah, almost everyone is. Oh, I read that already. Thank you so much. Can you imagine? I appreciate it. Yeah, we were saying too, and how we were talking about Dollarama, and how once upon a time it used to be $1, and now it's no longer that. Like, they need to change the name. The same like my daughter. She's been in the house too, right? And gets sick. Like, how? Once upon a time is when you go to work or go to school and other people contaminate you. How are you in the comfort of your own house and getting sick? Like, this is supposed to be my safe space, my safe zone. My safe zone. Oh my goodness. And one thing I know is I hate when it gets like this, and my nose gets so sore, and especially when you have to blow your nose, like, it's already sore, and it's like, oh. Yeah, almost every, okay, I read that. The same, okay, I read that. Yes. It will be $50 Rama. I'm telling you. Like, come on. Like, Boxing Day sales are no longer a sale. Dollar stores are no longer dollar. Like, what? How much of this can we take? I'm ready to pack up and move out, guys. Maybe I have to move to Jupiter or something. And we had a full house, and she's been running around. I tell you, the spraying something in the air, sis. I'm saying, at this point, I feel like it's the food. Because like I said, I've been in my house. I've been in my house, so it has to be like the next best thing, which is the food. I don't know what they're trying to do to us. Y'all need to stop it. You know, if you guys get rid of us, who's gonna be here? Who is gonna be here? But oh my gosh. Other from that, how was Christmas? How is Christmas for you guys? Did you guys have a really great treats underneath the Christmas tree? Are you guys happy with what you guys received this year? And for what you guys gave your loved ones, how was the gratitude over there? I hope they showed a lot of love and appreciation. Or the water. It could be that, because I be drinking a lot of water, I swear. Take me to, I want out of here, LL, ready for a cabin with a 100-mile radius. I'm saying, at this point, my mother's birthday, so she fully enjoyed it. I remember you said that last time. I don't know how you do it. My son is on the 5th, and I'm just like, although, like, I kind of stopped buying gifts. I just do like the birthday. I don't do Christmas. The same. But I'm glad y'all enjoyed. Chris, you know, I've been waiting for a very long time to hear how your cat was doing with them gifts. Like, And is your cat a he or she? Like, I keep wanting to say he, but I'm like, is it a she? I need to know how to address. What is your cat's pronouns, Chris? Yeah, we all got hooked up this Christmas, as you should. See, and here goes my phone again with phone overheating. I don't know what's happening. It's not gonna let me be great. I might have to draw from my fan. Y'all gonna have to hear some noises. Best I could do. Same. Under my tree was empty. Oh, I'm sorry. Can you imagine? Don't worry. If it's any consolation, mine was empty too. Matter of fact, I didn't even have a tree. I never had a tree. I'm sorry. May next year be much more better. Yeah, we all got hooked up this Christmas. My father's on New Year's, and I don't acknowledge. Well, I mean, I'm nowadays we all have one of those. My cat loved her very first gift. The best. She loves it. Just a simple fuzzy spike ball. She ignored the rest. Like a real child. See how, like, when children are younger, like, you'll give them the gifts and they'll take them out the box and they'll only play with the box and the toy will be at the side. Although I feel like children nowadays are built different because they play with them toys. As a matter of fact, they demanded more. My children loved it, as they should. That's good to hear. My son's birthday was the 23rd. Happy belated birthday. Happy belated birthday. My daughter is 12. She's turning sweet 16. Oh my gosh, sweet 16. I feel like it's been such a long time since my children hit that. Now they're in their... My son just turned 20, and my daughter is about to do push 23. I told her, I'm like, my son's birthday, okay, I read that. Then mine's the 5th. Oh, dang. What the heck? What the heck? That's why I don't make a big fuss on Christmas Day. That's like November and me, because mine is on the 17th of November. My best friend is the 12th. My male best friend is on the 11th, and so is my sister. Hers is also on the 11th. My brother is on the 4th, and my mom is on the last day. And I didn't even mention all my other friends. That's in November. So November is always that month. My son is 23. He just had a baby October, and I have the baby with me. Happy first... Happy 1 month? Wait, no, 2 months? Well, I guess it depends. But oh my gosh, congratulations. Nevertheless, my children said they're not having children. They prefer their freedom. They prefer their freedom, and I'm like, well, you know what? It's fine, because children is not for everybody, you know, and I prefer you guys decide you don't want to have them and don't, then, you know, to have children and then be one of those parents that we all would like to, you know. When I say my family is every month, I acknowledge who I want to, as you should. I always learn, well, not always, but I'm starting to learn that, you know, blood is not always thicker than water, and vice versa. Just because you say family, their title is family, doesn't mean that they're just that. So, he came 3rd place out of 32 in class. What? He is 17 years. 3rd place out of 32 in class. He's 17 years old. My birthday was the 12th of November. I remember I don't remember if I made you alive, but I remember telling you happy birthday. Your birthday, and I remember telling you your birthday is on the same day as my best friend. His 2 months born, 20th October. One of my other good friends from back in school was born on October as well. Tell you, Scorpio gang, turn up the please. I love kids. Would love to have some. I love kids too. Honestly, like, if life was different and we lived in a different universe or a different, you know, different world, I don't know. But if things were different, I probably would have had like 20 children, because I love children too. Especially when they're small. Oh my gosh. I love children. I used to love it in the daycare. Exactly, sis. Dang, that is great. 3rd, right? Right, clock it. So doing big things out of 32. Let's not forget to add that. That is absolutely amazing. You did a great job. There's still time. Oh heck no, I'm too old for that. I'm too old for that. Right now, I'm struggling to manage myself. And honestly, like, children deserve so much love, care, and patience. Like, you have to put a lot into children, and I feel like if you can't do the bare minimum, then they shouldn't be here. And right now, I don't feel like I could do the bare minimum because I have so much going on with myself right now. I could not manage children. I can manage somebody else's children because you know how you get them, you play with them, and then you get to send them back. I think that's where I'm at right now. But I do kind of regret. I'm just like, I wish I had a little bit more, Had I had known that my children would have made it this far and, they would have turned out the way they turned out, I probably would have just had like a few more and just do the struggle one time and done. Can you imagine? Said thank you, Chris. Special says exactly, so true. Can you imagine laughing? Yes, so true. Important to be there for them. Exactly. And that's one thing I've always wanted. Like when I had my children, like life was so much. It was so overwhelming. And especially working in daycare, I was literally working 6 to 6 every single day. And my kids, I put them in sports and stuff like that. But I was determined because I told myself, there's no way I'm going to go and give other people so much love. And I can't do the same towards my children. Like, you know what I mean? My children, they had to get the same and even more. What you mean? Yes, need grandkids then. Tell them get busy. They're not having no children. They're not having no children. And my daughter, honestly, I'm happy with her decision because she don't like children for real, for real. I remember one day I went to, I was working when I was younger. Hear me, but when I was younger, it was like some years ago, okay? But I went to work and came back and I don't know why. I think it was like one of my siblings. They left their children here, and I keep telling them, do not leave your child with my daughter because she don't like children like that. Like, you can leave them with my son, but the only thing with my son is if you leave children with my son, not now, but back then, he will take care of them and he will watch them and he will play with them, but they might starve because he ain't know how to cook or make stuff to eat. Like, that's the only thing. My daughter, they would be fed, but they gonna be watching themselves because I don't know. Like she's just a different type of child. I'm just like, wow, how did you become like this? Like, where'd you get that from? Everybody in my family love children, I guess, to an extent, I guess. But I was like, okay, girl, do you? I think she's gonna change her mind though. I feel she just needs to find that one, like, the right somebody. And I feel like money has to be made and stuff like that, and then she might change her mind. That is so cool. Special. I soon hand him back to his mother. Right, the best part nowadays, you take them, love them, and give them back. That's why I'm loving up on my grandchild, because I can carry him back when I want freedom. But I love him so much. I'm enjoying him right now. Right, I haven't been able to go see my niece because she lives far from me. Since my grandniece was born, at least, my nieces and stuff are still having children. I have a lot of nieces and nephews, so for now, special, so thank you, Chris. Did I miss something? Okay, I think I got caught up. Oh my gosh, what do you guys have planned for the New Year's? For some reason, I don't know if I'm in a talkative mood today or it's because I'm not directly on camera. Why I'm so talkative? Why I'm keeping up with the chat-ins? Because normally I get to like, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know what the word I'm looking for right now is. A brain fog, but I get to that point where it's like, I talk, and then it's like, I just pause for a minute because it's like, okay, what else am I going to talk about now? What do I say now? What do I say now? But yes, I did my video this morning and the topic was outgrowing people. If you guys haven't got a chance to check that out, I'll be grateful if you guys do. But I was talking about outgrowing people and the fact that you don't always have to, you don't always have to be upset or something has to be wrong to outgrow people. Sometimes it's just where you're at in life, like, and sometimes it's just the energy and the vibes is no longer vibing, so you gotta move on. So let me guys know, like, what's your opinion on that? And yes, and let me know also what you guys have planned for New Year. Do you guys celebrate? I stay up, well, I think this year for sure I'll be able to stay up. In the past years, I've always tried to stay up till 12, but your girl was in granny mode, and by 9:30 I knock out. But this year for sure, I definitely will be up. I'll be up, and if I feel better and my face is, my nose and everything is back intact, and then I might just come on here and do a countdown with you guys. You guys let me know. Helps not being on camera would slow me down too, to look at myself. Haha, no, right? It does get a little overwhelming sometimes, and it's not even just me looking at myself, because I don't mind that, but it's knowing that other people are looking at me. It feels like you have to be perfect all the time, or all this type of stuff. That's the stage I'm at, and I'm getting well hated for doing it. Wait, refresh my memory, because what did I say? Oh, right. Outgrowing people. I mean, I've learned, and I feel like the older I get into this mindset where I'm being selfish with myself, with my time. Like, you know what I mean? I'm being selfish with my choices, because I think I spent my whole entire existence, my whole 40 something years, being for everybody else. And I feel like now it's time for me. Like, you know what I mean? Because when you spend time focusing on everybody else, like, I feel like that alone just drags you down in life. Like, you know what I mean? You get to a point where you feel so burnt out, and that's just from all that love that you're given, because you don't always reciprocate what you're given. You know what I'm trying to say? A lot of times, like, your cup is always full, and you're always there to give to everybody else, replenish everybody else. But when you get to other people, their cup is always empty. Nobody can never really, like, give you back that love, or, you know what I mean, that TLC that you've been given, that hospitality. And you have to get selfish with that, because we too old. We ain't in elementary no more. We ain't in high school. You know what I mean? So people are hating on you. That's not your problem, girl. That's a them problem, not a you. I'm on my own flex, as you should be. I was up last year. I will be up this year. I stay up, tune in to watch the 10-second countdown, and that's it. Special is laughing. Now, sis, come out my head. You talking like me right now. I have my days. Sometimes I'll thinking to myself today, because you guys remember Charlie, how he didn't know that he had like a different personality. When I woke up today, after I sleep in the morning in the AMs, and I wake up in the afternoon, and I was like freshen up and whatever. I was thinking to myself, I was like, am I a Charlie? Like, am I a Charlie? Sometimes I feel like I be doing things I'm not aware of or something. I don't know. But I'm under attack. That's exactly me, sis. Trust me, real talk. You're talking my life. Lord, boy, you just touched me. Yes, respect is earned, not given, for sure. Exactly. So true, Chris. Exactly. And a lot of people don't understand that. I feel like in this day and time, like, it should be every person for themselves. And it's so funny, because I realize, like, the older people get is the more, when you actually look at people and realize where they're at in life, I start to realize that the older people get is, one, the less friends that they have, the less people in their circle, and they become more selfish when it becomes to, when it comes to them. They're very, very selfish with their time, their patience, everything else, and they start focusing more on, money and their success and their happiness. You know what I'm trying to say? They no longer focus on other people. And it's so sad, because it's like we spend all our lives, living, or at least what our version of living, and focusing on other people. And then when we get older, I don't know if it's because we're getting older and we realize, like, oh my gosh, expiration date is around the corner. Let me get it together. Or if it's just naturally because of all of our experiences. You know what I mean? Everything we've been through that gets us to that point where we're just like, time for change, time to focus on me type thing. But I feel a lot of people, like, when they hit, or at least late 30s, I feel people are getting to that, like, or maybe it's mid 30s, maybe around that time, but people start to get to that around those times and up. And then it just becomes like, I'm selfish with my time. If you don't like me, then that's what it is. What do you want me to do about it? And as you should be. But you see the people on YT in the circle, they calling me bad mind and a hater and fake, because I just want to focus on myself. drama and mix up, and when I go live, anything I say, I'm throwing words and then I'm fake. Honestly, one thing I've learned about people, um especially like when it comes to social media and stuff like that, one, like, everybody's gonna have their opinion, and at the end of the day, nobody really knows who nobody is behind the screen. Like, you guys see me, but in reality, do you guys even know me? No. Do you know if this is who I am when I come off this camera? For all you know, I come off this camera and I could turn into the Wicked West of the East. you know I could be a whole totally different person, like, you know what I'm trying to say. So with that, like, who cares what whitey people say? Who cares? Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Who cares? As long as you're doing you and you're okay, with doing you, then that's all that matters. See what I'm saying? Because you have to live for yourself. You have to please you. And as long as, like, your audience and the people that you came on YT to put out for is okay with it, then who cares about everybody else? What I said today on my live is, people are like, they're like chapters, right? Not everybody is meant to be a part of your story from beginning to end. Everybody serves their purpose. Some people are going to come in the beginning, they're not going to make it to the middle, much less the end. Some people are going to come in the middle, they're not going to make it to the end, vice versa, and so forth. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? You just have to know what chapter are these folks in your life right now, right? And when their chapter is done, their chapter is done. It's time to move on to the next. So whatever it is, just turn the other cheek, click AI posits, move like you're blind. I hope I'm at my peak, cautious enough to focus my attention correctly without becoming that old crotchety person you see that in that's stuck in their ways and don't, oh wait, the chat move, and don't want to see perspective. Well, I mean, if you're aware of it, I doubt you'll be that person, because from what I see, you don't seem like that type of person, or that you're gonna become that type of person. That's what I'm saying. Exactly, true. Most of us just want the end of the book to be happily ever after in one way or another. Not most of us. I feel all of us wants the end to always be a happily ever after. But in reality, in life, like, unfortunately, that's just not the reality. It's not the case. Like, you know what I mean? Very few people could actually stand up and say, yes, I'm getting a happy ever after. Very few people get to live a fairy tale life. Not everybody. Not everybody. I'm at 150k followers and 3.5 million views. Girl, yes. Yes, congratulations. All I've been doing is trying to pull others up and focus on them and not myself. I need to get back in order and focus on myself and channel again. Exactly. That was a lesson that I learned closer to the end of the year. Closer to the end of the year, and it's very hard. Chris says congratulations for sure. I think that's a very hard thing when you're so used to being there for everybody, and then you have to pull away and then start to focus on yourself. It is very hard, because then you get to that point where you start to, like, feel away, and you start to, like, think like, oh my gosh, what are people gonna say? Are they gonna hate me? Like, and for those that boldly and bravely step up in your face and tell you that they hate you, then it becomes a thing where it's just like, oh man, like, now they hate me. It's always gonna have some kind of confliction. But I feel like once you learn to see past that and push for yourself, you know what I mean? Like, nothing happens just overnight, just so. Like, it takes time. It's easier said than done. But once you actually do put it in action, you're good to go. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Special said thank you. Trust me, it's very hard, but I need to. The hate's already coming in. Trust me. Hate's always, one thing I've learned, and especially like me, I feel when you're a good person, right, you're always gonna be hated. Like, I feel good people just automatically attract hate, right? And obviously, like, bad people attract hate too, because I mean, who's not gonna hate a bad person? But that's gonna be a thing, right? And people always say, like, if you're not doing good, then what do you if you're doing good, you're gonna have to expect hate. You're gonna have to expect certain things to come your way. It's a part of growth. There you go. I'm catching my words. It's all about growth, right? The more you grow is the more hatred you're gonna get. You ever notice, like, people that came before you, like social media influencers and celebrities, like, you know what I mean? As they get bigger and bigger and bigger, they get hate. Right now, like, the more little views I start to get on my videos, like before, like, you know, the section where it shows like the percentage of likes or whatever, and it'll say like 100%. The last few videos, now that they're growing again, trust me, like, I be getting dislikes, and it's like, okay, well, obviously I'm doing something good, I'm growing now, like, you know what I mean? People are putting their dislike. Me, I don't mind, because it's still part of the growth. You're still pushing out my content. It is what it is. So thank you all the same. Thank you for watching. Thank you for letting me know. I'm just gonna flip it now and see what I could do better, like, you know, but I appreciate that. um Let me see. You will soon see the circle. Don't even visit my channel anymore, which wait, which I don't care. I have had to block one person. True, sis, but the naysayers carry negative. Anyways, do you have any goals for the new year and upcoming year? I hear you, says, trust me, true. That's what Miss said. LOL. I do have a lot of goals, but my goals isn't just for the new year's. My goals actually started from some time back. My goals already started from some time back, and I put them into play throughout this year. I see them taking root. I've seen them taking root, and they're springing up and stuff like that. So I'm just, you know, making sure I still water them and stuff like that, so they could grow into a big old tree and bear fruit. You know what I mean? So yes. LOL. Now celebs and influencers are on the way out. I think I don't play that, but now I see less and less people supporting those phony people too. Yes, when you look on YT, you notice that a lot. I've been seeing a whole lot of what do you call it, pop-ups. I don't know, people talking about how influencers, a lot of them are quitting apparently, and for the ones that's still here, nobody's paying them no mind. But I feel like because people over time are learning to be themselves, they're learning to be their own influencers, like, you know what I mean? And they're seeing that influencers could be very deceptive and very manipulative. Like, their way is not the go-to. And honestly, like, the fact that everybody's doing BBLs and all this type of stuff, is like everybody looks the same now. So once upon a time, there was something that stood out about influencers. That's what made them the influencer. But everybody's just the same, because everybody does the same thing, follow the same trends, tell the same lies. So I mean, would you want them to influence you? Of course not. Of course not. Be your own influencer and do your own thing. But we all are influencers. Exactly. 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 When you do something and somebody copies you, bam, influencer. Celebrity status. I'm my own leader, as you should be. Because nowadays, too, like, I feel more people, they're stepping into leadership roles, you know? Because I feel like for the longest of time, like, everybody's just followers. Everybody's a follower. Nobody can't come up with their own concept. Nobody can't come up with their own ideas. Nobody can't put on an outfit and just say, you know what, I like this, I'm going with it. People have to go look for an influencer to dress like, or look for somebody on the internet to go dress like. What happened to those days when people just put on whatever they want to put on, and that was that? Like, you know what I mean? They owned up to it. Put on your clothes, whether it's filled with colors or not, you owned up to it, and you went out, and that was just that. It's like, yes, this is me, and what? But nowadays, like, it's like people are on eggshells. We're what makes you happy. Exactly. Exactly. Now it's me. I grew up I always had to dress up. I always had to dress up. I always had to look good. I love fashion. Matter of fact, for me, it wasn't even so much fashion, it was just my style. And people just love my style. It just flowed nicely with whatever fashion is going on right now. Like, you know. But now in my older days, girl, sir, people, when I tell you that I be outside looking any way, and I own up to it, because what are you gonna say to me? I do know how to dress, but nowadays it's not every day I feel like I want to get up and dress up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong, if we're going out, yes, I'm gonna dress up, depend on the occasion. But on a regular day, I throw me some track pants, I throw me on a t-shirt, heck, I might even just throw me on a cap, and I go about my day. Like, you know what I mean? Because I'm only trying to impress myself at the end of the day. I really don't care about nobody else. No one's original again. Exactly. Exactly. And that's so terrible. That's so terrible. For about 2 months, I looked like a tomboy. People must have thought I was a dude, but I'm comfortable with my skin. I don't care what people thought. Exactly. I'm missing the 80s and 90s style. Yes, 90s seem to be coming back a little bit. I do see it. I do see it. I'm very girly and have to dress up all the time for work. Well, if it's for work, then understandable. Like, you know, I don't expect you to throw on like a track pants to go work. People that might. Especially if you're dealing with customers. It's so true, Chris. I was in love with that 80s vibe outfit you had on the other day, Queenie. The one that my picture, right? Yeah, and it's so funny because I got up and I thought about it. I'm like, you know, this is how I'm gonna be putting myself together. I don't know, I was feeling that vibe that day. I was feeling that vibe that day. Especially say yes, yes. I was really feeling that vibe. I really need to get back into it. But for me, I want to go back to like 90s with like the jumpsuits, and you know, I miss that. I miss the jumpsuits. Like, do they even sell those anymore? I haven't even been in a store. I don't remember seeing any jumpers or any jumpsuits or anything like that. Well, that is great too, but also that ripped shirt with the undershirt. That, oh yes. Yes. And it's so funny how people, like, if people really understand how clothes work and see how simple and easy it is to put an outfit together, it's really not hard. I think people make it so complicated because you really don't need to look at an influencer or go on Pinterest or go look at anybody else's dress code to put something together. It's simple, a 1-2. I don't know, maybe because it's just me, but it's such a 1-2. Like, you know what I mean? Like that outfit that I put on that is the 80 vibes that Chris loves so much. I've worn that so many other times and I've made it look modern. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you could turn one outfit into so many different things. You could wear one outfit 50 million times and people won't even notice that it's the same outfit just for the way you put it together. Like, you know what I mean? But you have to use your own creativity. Like, where's that? Where is it? I miss that. You may have to look online. I love to be comfortable. Because she's LOL. Yes, sis, I do too. Thank you. Exactly. And I love colors. I love colors too. I love colors. I do love colors. And it's so funny because for the longest of time, like I think for like many years, my closet was filled with black. That's all I wear is black. My cousin used to get so upset. Like when I go back home and we're going out, she says, "Girl, how come every time when I go, it look like I go off in around?" She always says that, and I said, "Who knows? Maybe I leave me alone." But this year, I don't know when it started. I don't know if it was like the end of last year or it started this year, but I think I've been stepping into my soft girl era, and I've been so much into pink. And mind you, I've never liked pink. I've, I've never liked pink, but nowadays I love me some pink. The outfit in the picture hits me with the Whitney Houston music video. Which one is what is it? Is it Bodyguard? Is that the Bodyguard soundtrack? When I wear black, it used to make me depressed. Everyone knew I was down or my time of the month. Oh, really? No, for me, wearing black, I feel, for me with black, I felt more like, how should I say it? Because I realize with me, when it comes to colors, colors go with my vibe and my mood, right? But black for me doesn't represent depression. It's more of like me stepping into more like a boss mode, more of like a I'm standing on business type of mode. Like, you know what I mean? Like I boss up the thing with the black. It's very elegant. Yeah, no, I think yeah, exactly. It is very elegant, right? So for me, that's what I portray when I'm wearing black. It's like this certain elegance, this you can't talk to me type of vibe. But with the pink, I feel more of a oh my gosh, can you carry my bag type of vibe. With the black is I got this. I can hold my own. Ow, oh my gosh. Not my ears hurting. No, I'll look it up. What this picture reminds me of. Okay, yes, and let me know. I want to know. Yes, now that's how I feel, but it's because I used to have to go a lot of funerals. Okay, and black was the in thing. Now I wear what I feel, as you should. As you should. I don't know. I've always been like this. Like, when I was younger, my favorite color was green, right? And for a long time, that was just what it was. Like, I wore nothing but green. When I got to high school, it changed and it was navy blue. And from high school up until maybe my mid-20s, all I wore was blue. And I think my mid-20s, I started to wear a little bit of a variation in terms of colors. And then I think it was like when I hit 30, around that time, first, I don't know how or when, but I realized I started to buy a lot of black. Everything was black, 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 black. But I wasn't depressed or sad. I wasn't depressed or sad. And then now, in my 40s, my early 40s, it's pink. It's pink. So I don't know if it's going to change again. But I do realize one thing, though, is when I get into certain colors, when I what's the word I'm looking for? Transgress into a different color? I don't know, whatever the word I'm looking for. But when I go into a different color, I normally stick with that color for many, many years. What I've noticed with myself, at least. Same when I was younger. Now, every color, I love bright colors. But red is my favorite color. I don't like, you see my brand colors? Those are the colors that I'm into right now. I just like a bunch of colors. I don't like just one color anymore. I still love green. I'll always love green, but black is a representation of me. I like gold, right? And I like hot pink. And I love white. So that's where I'm kind of like shimmying on over to. I love a chocolate brown. I like chocolate brown with pink, with light pink, a nice light pink. Those two together, oh my gosh, chef kisses. I've always liked pink and brown, but I wouldn't wear those colors though. My earthly color, my earthly color was crazy. that do you have an earthy color vibe? I mean, era? Oh my gosh. You know, one time when I was younger, right? Let me tell you how, like, when colors stick on me, they stick on me. And I need to learn how, when I'm into a color, how to kind of like switch it up and wear other things with it, mesh it. Hey, Elevate. Not me still here watching your live. I see you're done. I said bye to everybody. Oh my gosh, my voice is gone. I think I'm starting to lose my voice now. Oh my gosh. Whatever is wrong with me is getting terrible. I used to be in love with it, and then it changed, right? Yes, like khaki army colors. Yes, oh my gosh, I think everybody loves some khaki and army. I still love army colors. Like, I have an army jacket that I customized. Man, I wore that thing out. I used to sell them, and I don't sell them anymore because I didn't like the quality that the vendor gave, because it's good, but after some time it started to wash out. So I don't sell it anymore, but I still rock mine, even though it's washed out now, but I love it. Special says, hey, Mimi. I don't know. Hoping I could hold up a little bit longer. My voice is starting to go. My voice is starting to go. I don't like being I don't like being sick. I feel so vulnerable. Elevate says, hey, special. And my poor nose, like, you know, like when you get sick and I don't know if you guys feel that, but for me, I always feel like my nose when I'm sick and it's like sore and stuff, it feels like it's gonna fall off and it feels heavy. Like, do you guys feel like that? Because my nose feels so heavy. And especially with me wearing the glasses, like, I feel like I always have to be, like, taking off the glasses a bit to get a little bit of ease. But then it's like, oh man, I have to come closer to the phone because, you know, say I can't see. Like, too much is going on right now. Way too much is going on. You run down, sis. Maybe, yeah, probably. I probably need, to take a rest. It's probably because I haven't been sleeping throughout the night. And now my body is like, this is what you get. Huh? Take better care, girl. But I sleep. I just sleep during the day. I sleep during the day. And then I'm back up. My guy friend said I'm his favorite vampire, and Red asked me earlier today when I was on live. He came, he says, Novelty, are you a vampire? Yes, rest well, mama. I hear you. I got a cold and I don't leave the house. See, Mimi, that's what I was just saying when I came on earlier, when I was explaining to everybody that I have to have this picture up to represent me because I'm a little bit under the weather and my nose is swollen. And I was saying the exact same thing. I was saying, how do I get a cold and I don't leave the house? I was saying the same thing. How does that happen? How do I get sick and I don't leave the house? Who contaminated me? Nobody. Duppy must be in here, you know, and they must be sick. Traveling the world, come over here doing these things to me. I hear you. Mimi, we was just talking about exactly. My daughter is the same. Yeah. Like, oh my gosh. Can we be for real? And I thought I was safe. You know what it is? I think it's karma, you know. Because I remember I think it was like a few months back or something when winter started and somebody was sick. I think it was one of my relatives or somebody or a friend. They were sick. But I remember saying to them, I said, see, that's what happens. If you stay in your house, you wouldn't get sick. That's what happened. I run my mouth on people and now I'm suffering for it because I stayed in my house and look at me. I'm sick. There's a bad cold going around. I thought it was all the Red Bulls. Man, see, we thought it was food too, but I don't drink Red Bull, so it can't be that. It can't be that. I don't know. We don't know what it is. We don't know. We have to hear a few more people. A few more people. Hopefully. And the sad part about it is like my children for Christmas, they went away to their families, the other set of families, right? So I'm home by myself. Who's gonna take care of me, guys? I wish you all a fast recovery. Me too. Me too. Either way though, I was like, you know, I had to come up on here and do something. I was like, let me put up a picture and that will be that. Not many people I don't think pass through because of the picture. They're probably like, oh, what is? I know everybody's sick and tired of me because I be trying new things. I apologize, you know. I do apologize, but I have to try and sort out and see what's working for my channel, what can work, the possibilities. You know what I mean? You have to run a local experiment and see what go on. So yes, there are going to be times, there's going to be things that might have you guys raising eyebrows. I apologize, but I'm trying to do what's good for my channel. So if one day you see like a fireplace, just go on with it. Go on cool. If you see a local spot the difference, go on cool. Who knows what else is going to be coming about the place soon. Either way, I'm trying new things. I mean, you can't blame a girl for trying. You have to also put yourself first. Facts. 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 Exactly what I'm doing. I'm trying to put myself first and see wagwan and whatever. And funny enough though, like many people like different things because I've gained a look of 1-2 subscriber from Spot the Difference. I've gained a look of 1-2 from hold on. My apologies. I've gained a little 1-2 from the fireplace. I've gained a look of 1-2 from various different things, mostly from me talking. People like when I'm presented in front of the camera and speaking, even though I don't always have anything to speak about, people like that. But it's not all the time. Like, look at today, I'm sick. Like, you know, it would have been nice to put up something different and just run with it. Maybe it's Whitney Houston. I want to dance with somebody. She wears pink in that. I think it's your hair and the pink. but I could have sworn it was another artist or video, but same vibe. Honestly, back in the days, I feel like I'd be representing a lot of people for sure, Chris, because a lot of people dressed like this back in the days. A lot of people had the same exact vibe from back in the days with a bunch of colors in the hairstyle. I've been honestly, I'm not gonna like. I've been trying so hard. I want to find back in the days hairstyles because I kind of want to be about that vibe. I kind of want to take it back to the 90s. Like, you know, that's the kind of fashion that I'm trying to put out. Mimi says, "Hey Chris." That's the type of vibe that I want to go for next year. Cause you know, like I don't follow crowd. I want to do my own thing, and that's what I want. I want some back in the days, but I want like, you guys know, like growing up, MJ was my inspo. She still is, cause oh my gosh, I love me some Mary J. Blige. I love the way she dressed. I love the way she look. I love all things MJ. I love all things MJ, and I wanna go back in the early 90s, and I wanna like get a little MJ fashion going on, the hairstyle and everything, especially her hairstyles. I used to love that. Sorry, grandbaby, crying. Be right back, sis. Okay, no problem. Yeah, I want to take it back to those days and get my, you know, tap into my inner MJ. I love me some MJ. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness. But I'm hoping. How much more days do we have before New Year's? I think I have a few good days to get it together, and whatever the case is, hopefully it doesn't get worse. I know, like I said, every year this happens to me, and it usually lasts for like a good few days. It usually lasts for a good few days. I feel like yesterday was the first of it, and today is my second day, so I'm hoping by Monday it's better. Although the way I'm starting to feel, and especially my eyes, I feel like it's gonna get much worse. I feel like I'm getting worse. Pink looks great on darker skin, both men and women. It does, but it depends on the type of pink, because hot pink looks really nice on me, but light pink doesn't really look that great on me. I wouldn't wear lighter pink. I've tried it before, and it's not really my vibe, because I feel like people have to understand too, when it comes to dressing, there's a lot of different factors. You also have to think about like your features, your undertone, like, you know what I mean? You just call if you need mouth to mouth. Chris, by the time you get here, I'll be out. I'll be retired and moving on to the next life. Like, I know you ain't gonna come in time. Oh my gosh, wait, don't make me laugh. Oh my gosh, I don't think I can manage. Imagine. Oh my gosh, my chest, I can't. Don't kill me. But if you're close by next time, I'll keep that in mind. Oh my gosh, I can't. Chris, are you gonna start a channel next year? Yeah, I might be far. Way far. I'm telling you, by the time you come here, I done moved on and retired to the next lifetime. I done discovered if heaven is real or not. Like, ain't no way. I apologize. I'm sorry. Forgive me for coughing up in the phone, and I hope it's not loud and very like disturbing, like, you know. I hope you guys are not there like cringing behind your screen like, ugh, girl. But are you guys ready? Are you guys excited for 2026? Yeah, when I get to my house, I might do my channel or channels again. Yes, do it. Do it. It's nice. Honestly, like, I'm glad I started the channel. Like, in the beginning, it was a little bit frustrating because I felt like no matter how much work I'm putting in, I just wasn't seeing. It wasn't. Ooh, my nose. It didn't feel like I was getting anywhere, to be honest. And I was putting in so much work, and I was doing so many different things, like trying different things, like, you know what I mean? Like, stepping up my editing and stuff like that. But I don't mind, because all of that that I put in the beginning and whatever the case is, I'm seeing the end result of it now, like, you know, because it's made me so much more better, made me so much more better. I have to wait till spring after the snow melts. Okay, 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 and fair enough, fair enough. I'm hoping once this channel gets where I want it to get, I feel like I probably end up focusing on another channel, because there's a lot of different things I want to do, but then I realize that you can't do too much things all at once on one platform. You kind of have to get different platforms for that, because you don't want to confuse everybody, like, you know. And I realize, like, people, I feel like YouTube kind of reminds me of elementary school. It kind of feels like elementary school, and it would be nice if it felt like, well, no, it's not like elementary school. It's more like high school. High school. And the reason I say that is because, you know, like back in elementary school, right? Like, I don't know about you, anybody else, but for me in elementary, I had very my friendship group was very diverse, right? I had all different type of friends from different backgrounds, different walks of life, right? But then I noticed, like, when we got to high school, it's like everybody started to group with, you know, people that you know, was part of their culture, or, you know, people they could relate to. I don't know. And it wasn't like just something that we just did. It was just something that just happened. I don't know why it happened like that in high school. But we were all still friends, like, you know, like we'll still like hail each other up and talk to each other, but it's just like, you know, type of thing. I find YouTube is like that when it comes to like content, because like you have people that enjoys crochet over here, people that enjoys resin over here. It's very rare, or I don't even know if there is people that there's channels with a blend of everything that people just go to. I always wanted my channel to be that blend of everything that people just came to, but maybe that could happen if I keep pushing it, but it might take a couple years. My poor house sitting in the snow while I'm chilling in Cali. Well, I'm sure it's gonna miss you. I'm back. Thank you. Can you imagine? Chris says, welcome back. Yeah, I just want that, because I love doing a whole bunch of different things. I love crafting. I love resin. I love crochet. I like doing so many different things. But let's just see. Let's see what I could push. So far I've been focusing more on just putting out small business content, period. And I'm blending everything all in once, period. So that it kind of that's helping out and stuff. I've been seeing how it's affected my channel in a good way, because my channel is growing now and people are watching my my small business vlogs, which is what I wanted, and I'm very happy about that. I'm very, very happy about that. But I still feel like I still haven't found my crowd, you know? I haven't found my crowd. So I'm still pushing for that. So hopefully that would happen. Hopefully early 2026, you know? Early 2026. But we're still going and vibing. And you guys, in terms of the lives and stuff, thank you so much. Especially Chris is always up here. And Special is always on here now with me. Can you imagine? And Mimi, like, I'm very grateful for you guys, because you guys make it so much more better for me when I come on here, because I don't need many people. I'm not saying I would, like, you know, it wouldn't be nice, but for now, especially now I'm still breaking it in, just the handful of people here, you guys are always conversating with me and stuff like that, and it keeps me going. I love that stuff. Resin, that's a cone casting, card making and paper craft, crochet, knitting, prop making, and tons of crafty things. This KB LOL. Okay. I keep telling you, oh my gosh, so I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself. I feel like I don't know. Both my printers now are officially like over and done with. Like, there's a lady, my friend, she called me, well, she messaged me today and she says, girl, I need like 200 stickers. And I normally do her stickers for her and stuff like that. And I'm like, my printer last night broke down. It says it's reached the ink pad. I don't know. I don't know if it's this brand, and I'm guessing maybe that's why they're very inexpensive. But this one is almost done. That's what the other one said, and then it broke down on me. I have two printers now that are useless. What am I gonna do with myself? What am I gonna do with myself? I have to get a next one by summer, hopefully, because that was one more thing that I was planning on adding in. Like, I wanted to, when I did my next markets, I don't think I want to put it in my store as yet, but when I do my next markets, I kind of wanted to do cards, like, you know what I mean, make little cards and stuff like that and sell those. But look at this now. Running a small business sometimes can be a whole lot of challenging, all kind of difficult, and I feel like people don't even talk about this part enough. Like, you know what I mean? You don't talk about these downsides. They just talk about the glitz and glamour. Like, you know, like, what about these things when stuff broke down? Suppose I had a lot of orders. I got 2 Cricuts and the eco printer still new in the box. 500s of sticker paper too. Can't wait to move. Yes. Yes. I can't wait for you to get into it. I can't wait for you to get into it. That's a lot. How you never take out the Cricuts? You see, that's how I know. Cause me, I can't get things like. That's what I was saying. It's so hard for me to do unboxing videos because I'm not the type of person where, you know, I get stuff and it just sits there in the box. Like, I have to open it one time. I have to open it one time. I need to see. I need to try it out, like, ASAP. ASAP. That's why it's so hard for me to be recording stuff sometimes. Because I'm telling you, like, as soon as I get it, I have to open up the box. I have to take it out. When I got my Cricut, open the box, same, as soon as it came, I open up the box, set it up. You know, they give you the little, well, the package that I got, when I ordered it offline at the time, it had, it came with a few things, and then it came with, like, these little, scraps of, vinyl and, cardstock and stuff. And then it had a little tutorial, whatever, a little run through that you know, you use them to recreate and stuff like that. I had to do that ASAP. I did take out one Cricut for a test cut. Not been opened since. The other I did not touch yet. What kind of Cricut do you have? Do you have the Maker, or do you have like the newer Explorer, or the older Explorer, the Explorer family? I have an Explorer. I don't know, like, the Explorer, like, when it comes to stickers, I don't like the Cricut for stickers. At least the Explorer that I have, I don't like it for stickers. I don't know if I had purchased a Maker, if it would have been better. But I waste so much sticker paper. That's why, for me, a lot of times, like, especially when I'm doing my vlogs, if I'm cutting stickers, you see me hand cutting it. I do everything else with my Cricut, but not the stickers. Got the 3D printer, been sitting there too. You know, I've always wanted a 3D printer. Earlier this year, I was thinking about it. I was like, I wanted to get a 3D printer. But then I took a look around and I'm like, girl, you have so many stuff in here. Like, where are you gonna put it? I've already taken up one of my dining tables downstairs with crafts. So I'm just like, nah, this is getting out of hand now. I can't get anything else. I can't get anything else. But I always wanted to do 3D printing. And when I was doing when I was crafting my when I was doing AI, there's a lot of things I created, right? And I always said I wanted to kind of make a 3D for it, because a lot of people, there's something I've created a long time ago and everybody loved it. And it's something I haven't seen anybody able to recreate so far. And they wanted what do you call it? What do you call those little figurine? They wanted a figurine. So that's why I was thinking of getting a 3D printer to make them. I know that would have sold very nicely. Mine is the Cricut Air 2. Okay, that's what I have too. I got 2 of those instead of a good one to do volume. just something I had for when I moved, but that was years ago. Finally reality this year come spring. Finally a reality this year come spring. Dang, I can't read. Okay, and I can't wait for spring too, because I wanna see. So do you think you're gonna do like are you gonna open up a sticker shop, or well, are you gonna sell stickers? I think stickers is good in business. It's something that I never thought that people would be buying, like, like that. But I see a lot of people selling stickers, and like one sticker for like $10 and 20 and 15, and people are eating them up. People are eating them up. I was going to sell stickers, but I was lazy, because I'm like, I don't want to have to get laminating paper and all that good stuff to go over it and all that extra stuff. Plus my Cricut doesn't even work that great. So I'm like, I'm not going to venture down there. But I do make stickers. Like, I have one person I make stickers for. That's all I can handle. And I make custom stickers for, like, when I do get orders. I always give my customers stickers. My customers love stickers. So that's a plus, because a lot of people, they will complain about stickers. But my customers, they love the stickers. So, yeah. But I feel like I can't wait. I need to see what you're doing over there. I need to see what you're doing over there. Because I love me some crafts. I love me some craft. I've been thinking, I don't know when I'm going to have my next crafting live. I've been trying to, sorry, multiple tasking still here. Do your thing. Don't worry about it. I told myself, now that my plan for the prism is running out, I'm gonna start, like, I think starting off Sunday, I believe it is Sunday, that it's gonna be back to the regular the YouTube, going live on YouTube. Even though I've grown very fond of prism, I just hope to do all the things, but don't know if it will be a business or just a thing I think about. 20 hobbies. Well, you could do hobbies. I seen this one girl, she has I found her channel a couple weeks ago, I think. And her channel is basically, because she has hobbies, right? So her channel, it just goes around all the hobbies that she likes to do. And sometimes in one vlog, she'll be doing all her hobbies. She'll say like, oh, it's 12 a.m. current hobby, and she'll say crocheting. And then maybe like she'll do like an hour of that or something, and then the next hour she'll say current hobby now is drawing, or you know what I mean? Like, she just does various different things, and people love that. I feel like if you start a YouTube channel and just present your hobbies and stuff, show people your hobbies. Even if you want to do tutorials, if you're okay with that, do some tutorials. Or if you just want to showcase in a vlog, just show people your different hobbies and the things you make, that's fine. It's all how you use SEO facts. As long as you you showcase stuff like that, you draw in a crowd with that. Like, you know what I mean? Because people love seeing stuff like that. People love people's hobbies and stuff. And there's a lot of people out here that they don't want to run a business, but they would like to learn a new, pick up a new hobby, or even get into a hobby, period. So your channel could be that beacon of hope for them. Their starter kit. Their little starter kit. So I say go for it. And at least when you're doing it that way and whatever, then you'll know, like, you know what I mean? Because I feel a lot of people, they do their hobbies for a good while, and then naturally they were like, okay, I want to run a business. And a lot of people do their hobbies and they're like, nah, this is just going to be a hobby. Because it's nice to just be able to do one thing and then move on to something different, like, but when you have to do like 1,000 of one thing, it gets a little overwhelming. I just need a crafty partner for sure. Man, I'm here. Just too many things to do alone, but I'll try. Heck, I don't even know if I'll get through just my yarn. Little by little by little by little. Little by little. But like I said, I'm gonna try to get back into my little I'm trying to get into my my crafting vlogs and stuff. I just got another haul of Christmas yarn I could not resist buying. I'm not gonna, honestly, like, there's so many nice yarns and so many colors. There's so much to choose from. So I don't blame you. I don't blame you, because every time I go and I see yarn, it's like, oh man, I want to make this with this. I want to make that with that. I could try this with that. Ooh, I could add some variation to this with this. So it gets hard, especially crafting. I have so much. I keep buying so much molds. I just received, I don't even know how they even made a delivery and all the snow and stuff that's going on today, the snowstorm. But I just got some more molds. I just ordered some more molds the other day. Oh, and I got more eyes too, Chris. They're just the little tiny black ones. I got more eyes. Yeah, so those came today. And I don't know why I keep getting more molds. I have so much. I'd even finished. I don't do much with the ones I already have, but I was like, oh, I could do some more pendants and some more this with that. But I want to do some bag charms, so I think that's hopefully I'm gonna use it for that. Them jackets I sent y'all would be fun. I'm gonna look and see. Oh, you talking about the ones that you sent the other day? Was it you that sent? I think you sent the varsity jacket that they made in crochet, out of crochet. Are you talking about that one, Mimi? Yes. AliExpress is great for molds and die cuts and stamps. That's where I get my molds from. I get all, honestly, I use AliExpress for like my stationery stuff and my molds. And then I use Amazon for like actual products, like, you know, that I'll buy, like if I'm doing t-shirts or my hats or whatever, I use Amazon for those stuff. And there's certain times, like if I need it right now, I'll just get my stationery stuff from Amazon. You heard from Aw. No, Aw haven't tapped in. She tapped in, I think yesterday she tapped in, but she hasn't tapped in today. Stamps like $2 for $4, two $4 each, and before you know it, you buy 50 molds and 100 stamp and die sets from Ali. That's where I got all. That's why I have so much mold, and I got my molds from when they were even cheaper on Ali. I got my molds from when they were even cheaper, because Ali has a lot of different variations and stuff like that. And I don't know, I got so used to buying stationery and molds from Ali, so it's like certain things when I go in the dollar store to get and I see it, I'm just like, I ain't paying that for this. I'm going to Ali. I'm gonna go to Ali and order it. So $3 turns into $400. Yes, it could get expensive, but you get a good amount for your money. You get a good amount for your money, so I'm okay with that. I'm so okay with that. If I can, because if you were to go into store, it will be like triple that amount. It will be triple that amount. So yes, I'm okay with it. I be getting all my stationaries from there. All my stationaries. I've been looking for one. Maybe I'm not searching the right things, but I've been looking for some molds for Valentine's Day and St. Patrick, and what else was there? A little one too. I'm trying to find some more molds for those because I need to make more earrings, and I want to make enough. I want to, like, you know, get it together for Valentine's Day, but I didn't find any that I like. And I don't want like one separate one mold. I'm trying to find like a cluster of things on, you know, just one mold, if that makes sense to you. See what I'm trying to say. Then you see glitter, and then you see stuff for doing nails, and you're like, wait, MSN, you're a dude, you don't need nail supplies. Right? It's just the fact that it's there and the price is right, and you could, and it, take that back, because when I get my nails done, I only go to the males, and they do excellent job. They're the best. So yes, you can learn, because men, I don't know, like, men do the nails the best. Men's do the nail the best, and I think too because men, y'all be focused on every little details, and y'all be like, I feel when it comes to stuff like that, the way how men like take their craft so seriously, so you know that your nails aren't, gonna look like you did them like 5 months ago when you just finished doing them just now. With females, like, you might get these mishaps because they just want to get the money. It's like, oh, okay, you're done. But with men, they'll be like, oh, let me see the nails. You look. At least the men that do my nails, like, they'll be looking at my nails, and then they'll be like, oh, wait, I have to do something else. Like, I love the TLC. I love it. I love when men do my nails. I only go to the men to do my nails. Only go to the men. So, Chris, next time you see them nails, get them. Get them and start doing your thing. Start doing your thing. I love to have a wife or daughter. I love to have an excuse to, right? I think I need to put that on my list for future husband. I've never thought about that. I never. Okay, so this is gonna be a must. Must know how to do nails and hair. Oh my goodness. You make a great husband. You make a great husband. Like, I feel like men, when they're like this, they're fun. Like, you know what I mean? They're fun. My child's father, when we were together back in the days, he hated these type of things. And he used to annoy the heck out of me because, like me, when I go shopping, back then at least, like when I was younger, when you go shopping and you spend your money, you want people to see that you spent your money. Like, you know what I mean? So if you buy 50 different bags, especially from top stores, you want everybody to see the bags. You want to be walking around the mall with these bags so people know you spent top dollars. Like, I used to hate because he always wanted to eggs up and come to the store when I'm going shopping. I'm like, nah, you don't need to come. And he come, and then he wants to carry the bags, and he just take them all and stuff them all in one. It made me so upset. I'd be like, what are you doing? People need to see the bags. And he'd be like, Bridget, you don't need all them bags. Just put in on one and make it easier. First of all, you're not even supposed to be here, okay? Okay, I'll stock up them. Yes. I'm telling you. Bap. Imagine every husband knew how to do these things. Nail salons would be out of business. That's why I'm like the ones that work in the nail salon and they work amongst their wife and stuff. But it's so weird because it's like men that do the nails in the nail salon, their wives normally work there, right? It's like normally like a family thing. And their wives never do their nails. Their wives never have their nails done. How? Stuff in the Gucci bag in the Kmart one. I'm telling you, it get me so upset. It get me so upset. I'm like, friend, people need to see the bags. People need to see the bags. They need to see that I went shopping and things are happening. What are you doing? But I feel like now for me, it's like completely different now because it's like, now I'll be bringing a car. I'd be stuffing them in because I'm like, nah, man, I need my hands to be free. I can't bother with all I'm like, I can't bother with all this. I need to stuff everything myself just so it could be manageable and like it'd be crazy. Hey, stick to it. What's going on? Earlier we were talking about we talked about a variety of different things. Actually, we talked about shopping and prices going up and coming down when it comes to places, things like Boxing Day. We spoke about outgrowing people. We spoke about new plans and New Year's. Now we're speaking about AliExpress and all the goodies that you can buy. And men doing nails and hair, so their wives and children could be happy. Elevate, say hey, stick to it. So that's all the stuff that we talking about right now. Ooh, let me see, 14%. Okay, My battery's doing good. Stick to it says, hey. My face is hurting. I have my picture up because I'm a little bit under the weather, although I'm laughing and stuff. I don't know if you could probably could tell from my voice, because I feel my voice sounds a little more harsher than usual. And my nose is swollen right now. I'm out here looking like Rudolph, working on my channel in the background. Okay, no problem. Yeah, looking like Rudolph. So I decided to put up a picture, but I told myself, you know, I'm gonna show up even though I don't need to show out today. So I showed up anyways and came on live. I said a picture is gonna have to be my substitution jutsu for today. Hey Sticks, great to see you. Was in the kitchen, and now he might have already gone back in the back. He said he's going to be he's working on his channel. He's working on his channel. And now that my prison, I'm gonna be doing that. Well, I'm going to be spending some time to work on the OBS software, the app, because now that Prism is up, I've done the trial, and I'm gonna try OBS, see what's happening with that, and see if I can figure out how I like it. And yes, though it's gonna be on the computer, but I'm okay with that. I'm so used to using my phone. But Prism, so far, I love how, you know, the different things I can do with it, all this good stuff, but my device gets way too overheated when I use it. Like right now, my thing is so hot. I have to keep using a fan to cool it down. So that's the downside of it. But other from that, I love the Prison app. Oh, and other from the fact that I can't have people come up on a panel with it. That's the next thing that I don't like. Oh my goodness. Okay, so honestly, I think though I'm gonna end the live because I just got like a little mini head rush. I don't know what's happening. I just got a mini head rush. I think I need to lay down for a bit. What's going on here? So I'm gonna end the live. Depending on how I'm feeling, I don't know if I'm actually gonna be able to sleep now because of all this. But if anything, I will come back on later on in the AMs, and then I'm gonna do my my late night chat with Novelty. I don't know what topic I'm gonna discuss in the AM. I started a 2 a.m. Segment. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to keep up with it today, depending on how I feel, but hopefully. If not, I might have to prolong it till like maybe when this is all done and over with. And just heads up, in the 2 a.m.s, I can't come on camera right now anyways, but in the future, I don't come on camera. I just have my picture up like this. But my regular normal, during the regular hour lives, I will be on the camera talking. I will be up on the camera today because of certain circumstances. I'm not. And hopefully in the future, I could do even longer lives. I could do some 4 hours minimum, right? But for today, thank you guys for being here with me. I'm gonna go lay down. I'm gonna go lay down, see if I can find a little medicine or something to take. I don't know, but until next time, keep dreaming, stay soft, and let's continue to live the life you love. I'm out. Bye.